So today's exercise guide, I've been actually wanting to record for like 2 weeks at this point. The problem is that in the Germanias, the weather hasn't really been that cooperative. It's kind of ironic that today we have like the best weather ever. But the past few weeks, it just hasn't. And I've been struggling to find a location that is outdoors where I can shoot. I somehow managed to find one location today to record, but I'm not so sure if it's gonna work out. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up my good friend Louis right now. He's gonna be like the main man behind the camera, and it's gonna be helping me out with just a few scenes, and we'll see how this works out. Also, I totally forgot to mention, but if you're new here, my name is Hans. I'm a guy from Latin America. I moved to Germany a few years back, and I enjoy everything about fitness, vlogging, traveling around. So if that sounds like a fun time for you, just stick around. Here we are. Actually, a nice location. I like it. I might be shooting here more often now. I'm glad this worked out, to be honest. Okay, so the exercise guide I'm gonna show you are my 5 favorite kettlebell exercises. Kettlebell exercises, in my opinion, are
massively underrated,
but they are fantastic to help you boost physical strength, to help you boost conditioning and fix any form of imbalance you may have. Right below this video, I'm gonna have an exact description of the workout you can do while you're traveling, you can do at home, you can do in the gym, if you're a beginner, or even if you just have it in a rush. This is gonna help you boost your conditioning, boost your strength, and improve fat burning. Quick disclaimer, because I do not want you to get injured. You have to know that kettlebells can lead to injury, so you gotta make sure to find the right one and the right weight for yourself. All right, let's get into it. So the exercise number 1 is gonna be kettlebell swings. This one is one of my absolute favorites to activate your glutes and to activate your hamstrings. This one can also lead to injury if you don't focus on 2 very important things. Number 1 is focusing on an appropriate and consistent rhythm when you move. And the second one is to make sure that you keep the kettlebell nice and close to your body. Because the further away you keep it from your body, the more of a chance it is that you're gonna have some strains or some stress on your lower back, and this can lead to injury. Exercise numero 2 is gonna be goblet squats. Now, if you have done front squats in the gym with a barbell before, you're gonna feel like this is very similar. The way we wanna make this one work is you're gonna hold the kettlebell nice and tight in front of your body. But very important is that when you go down, you're focused on 2 important things. Number 1, keeping a nice and straight, activated back and core. And the second one is making sure that your elbows fall between your knees. The problem is when people tend to do this turtle position where they kind of like bend forward like this when they go down, this is especially very stressing on your lower back and your back in general, and can also lead to injuries, so just be aware of that. Number 3 is gonna be the windmill. Just to be sure, this one requires a bit more skill, so if you find this to be more difficult, I recommend you take away the weight, focus on the form, and just focus until you get very confident with it. Now, the way this one is gonna work is you're really gonna be engaging the obliques, you're gonna be engaging the lower back, and it's really gonna help you build that stabilization in your body. And so when you rotate downward, you wanna keep a straight elbow and make sure your legs are straight. And especially if you're just getting started, it really helps for you to take your feet and twist them to the side. This way you can better rotate downwards. The more advanced you get, you're able to put your feet straight up or to increase the weight of the kettlebell you're using for the exercise. Number 4 is gonna be plank drag throughs. This exercise is all about stabilization. And maybe just before we get started, especially if you're doing this one at home or like in a hotel, it really helps to put like a carpet or like a towel beneath you. This way you're able to just take care of the floor, not mess it up. Trust me, it saves you a lot of stress. Now, the way this one is gonna work is gonna place your feet a little bit wider than hip width, okay? This is really gonna help you avoid any form of rotation when you're doing the exercise, because you really wanna make sure you focus on just engaging that entire core area around here and the shoulders as well. And if you get too much rotation, it's gonna mess up a little bit of the form and it's gonna make it not so effective for you. Last but not least, exercise number 5 is gonna be the shoulder press. Now, before we even get into the exercise, I want you to notice how when I pull up the kettlebell, I hold it nice and tight with a firm grip close to my body. This is very important to avoid any form of wrist injury or any form of shoulder injury. But now when you push up, I want you to focus how when I overextend, I let my shoulder unpack. I let the weight fall down on my shoulder to really help me activate this area of the shoulder. You gotta be very aware of that to avoid any form of injury. If this is maybe too difficult for you with a kettlebell, you can also just focus on getting a lighter weight and just hold it right there. So you can get into the starting position and you pull it right up. So we got ourselves some hot dogs. So good.